I feel good. I just wanna spread love. That's what I'm made of. I just wanna spread love. I ain't got nothing else to do with it. If you need love, come and get it. Welcome to the huddle. Welcome to the P.O.P show. I feel good. We know that your attention is the most powerful thing that you can pay. So if you paying me some attention right now in the moment or on the replay, I just want you to know that I give my all to be worthy. Boy, I got my heart pumping, coming in, feeling good. I feel good. I want to say, man, I want to put this out there. One day, if you see me perform that song live, you're going to see a dancing fool when I perform that. I feel good. Tonight, man, we're going to have a powerful show. Tonight is about self. Self. S-E-L-F. A simple word. It's in the trilogy of me, myself, and I. We ain't talking about me. We ain't talking about I. We talking about self. Do you know yourself? How often are you by yourself? Do you like to be by yourself? Do you trust yourself? The questions will be more powerful than the answers. Alexa, tell me something good.
We all we got. We all we need.
Been a while since she been in the show. She say, Trav, you gotta let me go. We back in the saddle. Alexa. 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 She over there talking about she prayed and give her a second. That felt good to know that she needed it because she feel good to be back in the saddle. Alexa, what is the most powerful knowledge?
Self-awareness is considered the most powerful knowledge because it helps you understand your thoughts, emotions, and motivations. This insight enables better decision-making and helps you resist social manipulation.
The most powerful knowledge. Listen. The most
Self-awareness is the most powerful knowledge because it helps you understand your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors and how they align with your values. This insight enables better decision-making and helps you resist social manipulation.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Happy to help you explore that topic.
Let her get in. She don't want to get out. It's the most powerful knowledge. Knowledge of self. This word is powerful. Do you love yourself? You can't love anything external. Or you can only love anything external as much as you love yourself. I can't give it to you if I ain't got it. Do you love yourself? Self is the center between me, myself, and I. See, when me and myself have conflict, man, I be fucked up. Most powerful knowledge is knowledge of self. See, there's a connotation that we put on self in our culture. They say you crazy if you talk to yourself. They say you're wrong if you think about yourself too much and you're selfish. But if you talk to yourself, I think that's what we call thinking. Self-perception. How do you see yourself? These are the conversations that build the value of self. Telling you, man, the truth ain't deep. And the truth ain't complicated. A child has to understand who self is to function even on the smallest level. Look back at yourself. Self-control. I'm just throwing out words. I want you to just think about the questions. Do you have self-control? Most powerful knowledge is knowledge of self. I taught myself how to cut hair. What have you ever taught yourself? Meaning there was nothing external. It was internal. It was trial. It was error. It was a conversation, a commitment that you had in your mind. You could close your eyes and see it and see the destination of what you would achieve or become. When you arrived, it was an internal thing about understanding who you are when nobody's looking. Who you are when nobody's around to benefit. It's those things and those moments that you arrive in places and you realize, who taught you that? I taught myself. See, the most powerful knowledge is knowledge of self. When you speak from the center, when you speak from the core about real life, and you share that moment with another who comes from the core, they say, how you know my story? Are you a psychic? You say, no, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about myself. That's why it's the most powerful knowledge. Because if you know yourself, you'll see yourself in everything, in everybody, the good, the bad, whatever's necessary for the moment. You will begin to see yourself. So if you have a balance of self-love and knowledge, when I see someone in the struggle, I see myself because I know myself has come through a struggle. It's a part of life, so I can empathize and see strength in others' struggle to inspire them. Because just like myself, I want to see you overcome and override. They say, thank you, brother. That's inspiring. See, that's how it works. But if you don't have a balance of self, do you love yourself? Do you have self-confidence? Alexa, what is the meaning of self-confidence?
Self-confidence is the belief in your own abilities and judgments. It's having trust in yourself and your capacity to accomplish what you set out to do.
Thank you.
You got it. Glad I could help.
So when you have a healthy level of self-confidence and you come from the self, you see that or you want to see that in others. And when it don't lack, all you can do is try to cultivate that which is in yourself. See, if you don't see that in yourself, if you don't like to be by yourself, because when you by yourself, you get to talking to yourself, and you don't like how yourself sound in your mind. I don't like to be by myself, me, myself, and I be paranoid. I be tripping. See, that's how it works. Do you see yourself in your children? Self are all the sinners in the cores. Self becomes the position. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a leader. I'm an artist. I'm an author. I am. Me, myself, and I. Self is the sinner. The I is what I do. My music becomes an extension of myself. My relationship with my wife becomes an extension of myself. My relationship with my children becomes the extension of myself. The relationship is built on a reflection of how much I love myself. See, myself is me. Anything that's connected to me, I consider it mine. So my children, my wife, my teammates, I love them as much as I love myself. I love myself. But it's about balance, because if I don't love myself and I'm selfless, meaning I can't say no, I don't say no, I won't say no, I won't rest, I allow myself to get worn down and get weak. Show you how powerful the self is. We all go through the stages of life, and we saw the cycles of life where elders has gotten old and those we care for has gotten sick, and they can no longer be by themselves. They can't take care of their self. Most powerful knowledge is knowledge of self. Can you be real with yourself? Had a powerful conversation with my big brother Winston. He was telling me about a trip he was preparing for. But he said, man, I got to take my work with me because I just got to be able to work, and it kind of messes with me. So I said, well, why don't you do the work now so you won't have the work? And we kind of realized that he needed the work. And he didn't realize he needed the work because he really hadn't asked himself the right questions. But when he realized, man, he had to be honest with himself. And this ain't about good or bad or right or wrong. It's about understanding balance and having the knowledge of self. Sometimes the question be more powerful than the answers. Just simply why. Why you don't like to be by yourself. Why you can't put yourself above others. Hmm. That's deep, man. It's a journey about learning yourself. I was thinking about this the other day, man, and it's on some real life shit. Sometimes the journey of being a parent teaches you so much about life and reflection. It's about helping you learn yourself. And I always say, man, when you witness yourself born again and you get God's assignment to be there to cultivate your children, in the first 6, 7 years, them children will teach you more about life than life has ever taught you in your life. You really become the student because your attention is the most powerful thing you can pay. And if you have a newborn baby that grows and cultivates around the age of 6, they require all your attention. I ain't saying nothing deep. But I was thinking about my son. It's a real life experience, and I had to remind myself now, as a father, how it works. It's just same game, just on a different scale and a different level. But my children, 18 months apart, and from the time they were able to walk and got out of diapers, me and my babies hit the road. We worked together. Uh, I was that man and them 2 little babies. Me and my babies could go do anything. But the one thing of having my babies out there with me in that world was, especially having a daughter, I used to try to tell them, now y'all use the bathroom before we leave. Because we get out there in that world, in that public, and they say, Dad, I got to go to the bathroom. You can't reason with a child. You got to move and you got to be accessible. So with bathroom etiquette, with 2 small babies as a father, just being out there in that world, man, it taught me some real life shit. But I would always go in there. I would always find the family bathroom, the one with the stall. I never really took my kids into nothing public. I was always position myself to know I'm going to have a bathroom like that. So I remember one time when my son was about 6 or so, he finally had done got tall to where he could use the urinal. I never forget it. We was in Walmart, and he felt like a big boy. He said, "Daddy, I can reach this. I can use this right here." What's going on, Trey Prue? I say, "Well, go ahead." And it was a proud moment. I can remember it like it was yesterday. He pulled his pants all the way down. It was like one of them Benny Hill movies, and he was there holding the shit. I say, "Man, don't pull your pants all the way down." And it kind of scared him. He damn near, he heard P. He was like, "Oh, he didn't know he was doing nothing wrong." But in my voice, I scared him. And I had to check myself to say, boy, this is big boy moment. You ain't taught him how to pee at the urinal yet. So I told him, I say, pull your pants up. I say, when you use these big boy urinals, you don't pull your pants down. You just gotta pull your thing out and put it up there like that. I said, you don't see, don't know nobody do that. But I had a teachable moment where it wasn't even so much about him learning. It was about me learning. I had to ask myself, how he supposed to know? You ain't taught him. supposed to know. You ain't taught him. It made me realize something about myself. See, expectations be the seed of disappointment. And sometimes you can put expectations and project things within yourself. See, in myself, I taught myself a lot. I grew up teaching myself a lot. So some things I look at my son still to this day, it's about me. I got to check myself. I be expecting him to know, like, you ain't taught yourself this. I got to tell myself, no, he ain't taught himself that. He ain't you. Most powerful knowledge is knowledge of self. I'm teaching myself that I can't project myself. I got to find a balance about projecting myself. See, I love myself. I believe in myself. I want everybody to believe in themselves, but too much of anything is bad for the soul. Got to maintain balance to maintain control. When you know who yourself is, ego becomes a tool. I'll say it again. When you know who yourself is, when you have self-control, ego becomes a tool. Ego is the performance. Ego is the do with pride and honor. Ego says, let me go. Let me fly. Take my muzzle off. Self is what holds the leash to the tamed beast. Understand what I'm saying? When you know yourself, your ego becomes a tool. It becomes a tool that self-controls like a tamed beast. A tamed beast attacks on command. A tamed beast knows when self says stand. If you don't know yourself, if you don't have self-control, if you don't have self-confidence, then a beast has a nature to destroy. A beast has a nature to devour. Most powerful knowledge is knowledge of self. You ever knew somebody who lost themselves? I mean, you grew up with them. I'm talking about kindergarten all the way to high school. Kept a fresh cut. Kept his clothes ironed, smooth, could play basketball. I'm talking about had respect. Had respect for themselves. And now they don't even know themselves. Man, how did he get there? He lost himself. You go talk to him. You go talk to him. Me and myself. With me and myself is fighting, I be fucked up. He fucked up. He looking at me like, it's me. It's me. You don't remember me. It's me. You don't remember me. I'm trying to remember him. It's me. Man, you ain't yourself. I know, man. I lost myself, bro. This real life shit. This ain't deep. I talk to myself because there is no one to talk to. People ask me why I do what I do. They say I'm crazy. I really don't care. Get out of here, man. Most powerful knowledge is knowledge of self. I ain't say too much. And if I did, I ain't intend to. Who are you? Question is more powerful than the answer. Every day before I get out my car and go in a building to go to work, I tell myself, got to go through it to get to it. It serves a purpose. I have to have a conversation with myself. To assure and affirm my attitude. To know that a reflection of myself will come out of me in every encounter and experience that I'm finna have for the next 12 hours. I have to have a conversation with myself and check myself. Most powerful knowledge is knowledge of self. I ain't mean to say nothing deep. The question is more powerful than the answer. When you go in that bathroom and shut that door, you by yourself. You in there with a mirror, look at yourself. Talk to yourself in your mind. At some point, we're going to be by ourselves. And for me right now, I feel honored to say that's a beautiful time. Every time, anytime. I get to be by myself, I cherish it. Because I know that strengthens the moment outside of those by myself moments to know that I am and they looking at me. And I got something that they need. And I believe in myself enough that I can be depended upon. Because I want to give love and I need love. And I love everybody that love me. So every day I'm just trying to understand and find balance in the me, myself, and I. It's all connected. But the most powerful knowledge is knowledge of self. if you got any questions, I don't know. Lately on this here show, man, the message feel good, and I get out, and I've been thinking that's been a good thing. I feel like I'm talking more with a purpose. But if anybody got any questions who paying attention about anything, man, I want to really use this moment to open it up, man. And if you got the courage to ask or show some love, I promise, man, I give my all for the attention that you pay me, man. And I want to make every second, every moment of it worthy. I love you too, Lisa. Thank you for your attention, Lisa. You don't know how much I needed that. Thank you. Great givers make great givers. And that ain't deep. If I give a big one, I take a big one. And that's just how it works. And it worked like that for everybody. It's either real to everybody or it ain't real to nobody at all. If you give a big one, you get to take a big one back. Heard a saying, I want to get out of here on the night, and I want to leave this on your mind. Yeah. Sometimes, man, my mind be so full, man. God Almighty. You gotta understand yourself. Let me say this. I got to say this piece. Don't be the sheep. Don't be the sheep that fears the wolf its whole life, not realizing that it's the shepherd that's going to eat you. Say it again. Don't be the sheep that fear the wolf its whole life, not realizing that it will be the shepherd that eat you. The shepherd will help you understand that the wolf is your enemy. The shepherd will protect you and feed you. Only to say you can't afford lamb chops. That's baby sheep. He know how to raise the best baby sheep to get the best lamb chop. And he's selling them $40 a plate on Freedom Drive. Don't be the sheep who fear the wolf its whole life, to not understand that it will be the shepherd that eats you in the end. And that applies to anything and everything you can fit it to. I love you.